cars are the hottest thing right now. We bet there's barely anyone who hasn't heard of Tesla, aka the company that popularized the concept of electric cars. And let's be honest, what's not to like? Of course, there's the obvious environmentally friendly factor, but petrol heads love these vehicles because they are some of the most technologically advanced cars ever created. And with that comes those who are willing to spend hefty amounts to get their hands on the most decked out electric vehicles. In today's video, we will show you the top 10 most expensive electric cars in the world and all the cool features they have to offer. But before we get started, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Also, hit the bell icon so you don't miss any videos in the future. Let's dive in now and talk about the most expensive electric cars in the world. Opening our list at number 10 is the Audi e-Tron GT at $164,000. Audi is considered a status symbol all across the world. The Audi e-Tron GT is a 4-door electric car with a 238-mile range between recharges. You can't get the same entry levels as the Tesla Roadster, but hitting 0 to 60 miles per hour in 3.9 seconds isn't too bad, is it? With an overboost feature that gives you 522 horsepower for 2.5 seconds, the overall output is a respectable 469 horsepower. The interior is leather-free and made of faux suede and recyclable materials, a feature which appeals to animal rights activists and environment activists. A 10.1-inch touchscreen in the center console dominates the dashboard. You also get a 12.3-inch digital instrument cluster for easy and enjoyable driving, and the roof sports a structure of carbon fiber reinforced plastic. All this comes at the price of $164,000. The 9th spot belongs to the Porsche Taycan Turbo S, $185,000. The Porsche Taycan is the world's first electric Porsche. Being one of the fastest electric vehicles on the market today, it produces 750 horsepower and can accelerate from 0 to 60 in under 2.6 seconds. This definitely compares with the Bugatti Veyron with 1,000 horsepower, which is 10 times the price. You may get the Bugatti feel, but there's a bit of a concern: the comparatively short driving range of 206 miles between recharges. Perhaps just a little less than enough to get the sports car feel. $185,000 is what you gotta pay if you want the Turbo S. At number 8 is Tesla Roadster, $200,000. Tesla Roadster is a sensual electric car. It includes a 200 kilowatt-hour battery, 3 electric motors, 7,400 pound-per-foot of torque, and can accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 1.9 seconds. You can get a peak speed of 250 miles per hour and a grand range of 620 miles before recharging. It isn't cheap at $200,000, but definitely is the best of the bunch. Nothing else on the market for electric cars comes even close. So if you got $200,000, this could be your best electric vehicle investment. On number 7, we have the Lightning GT, $300,000. For the luxury lovers, the Lightning GT is the ultimate boutique car. It is powered by two 22 kilowatt-hour lithium titanate battery pack strings that can be fully recharged in under 10 minutes. The GT also includes an inbuilt charger that can charge the car completely in 5 hours. That being said, this vehicle has been previewed several times but has yet to hit the road. Just because it's launched by a British boutique car company doesn't necessarily mean you have to spend the whopping $300,000 on it. But if you are the bougie type, that could be the exception. The 6th spot belongs to Rolls-Royce 102EX, $500,000. Rolls-Royce 102EX isn't just a car, but a futurist vision of how transportation could be. It's a unique combination of old and new that might become Rolls-Royce's selling point. The only reason this car was built was because the company's board of directors were afraid that V12 engines would not be viable in the long term. So, the renowned British company essentially replaced the V12 petrol engine with a battery pack and motor that gives it 290 kilowatts and a range of 124 miles. Nothing too fascinating, but it's a Rolls-Royce. You could pay $500,000 for the name of it. We're sure you're amazed by the features of some electric cars and disappointed by others. So share your opinions in the comment box below because we would love to know. The 5th place is owned by the Mercedes-Benz SLS Electric Drive, $550,000. Although this majestic electric sports vehicle was put into production in 2014, just 20 are currently in private ownership, and it might become a valuable collector's item in the future. The car boasts 4 electric motors that produce 740 horsepower and 737 pound-per-foot of torque when combined. The SLS accelerates from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 3.9 seconds, has a top speed of 155 miles per hour, and a maximum range of 155 miles before requiring a recharge. It is difficult, heavy, heavy and costly, but the SLS electric drive is a trailblazer deserving to be remembered in history. The price is $550,000. On number 4, we have the Genovation GXE, $750,000. The Genovation GXE is a completely rebuilt Corvette Z06 C6. It is one of the fastest electric vehicles out there, but not quite beating the Tesla Roadster or Porsche Taycan Turbo S. The Genovation GXE has a peak speed of 205.6 miles per hour and is powered by 2 electric motors that create 250 kilowatts each. The torque you get is 602 pound-per-foot and 660 horsepower. After around 130 miles of travel, its batteries will need to be recharged. Talking about the price, it comes for $750,000. At number 3 is the Rimac Nevera, $2.5 million. The Rimac Nevera is the 3rd most expensive electric vehicle on the market. Only 150 customized units of these vehicles are expected to leave the factory. It has a peak speed of 258 miles per hour and can accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 1.85 seconds, thanks to 4 electric motors with a combined power of 1.4 megawatts. The car has a computer-controlled all-wheel vectoring system that performs over 100 computations per second to aid the driver with vehicle control. It also contains 6 radar sensors, 12 ultrasonic sensors, and 13 cameras, all of which provide data to the AI driving advisor who assists the human driver in risky or complex circumstances. Lastly, the 300 miles range between recharges and 0% to 80% charging ability in just 19 minutes is fascinating. To get this, spare out $2.5 million. Taking the spot at 2 is the Pininfarina Battista, $2.6 million. The Battista has a long tradition of a superb automotive design, and despite having electric motors and low-mounted batteries, it has the classic appearance of a mid-engine supercar. The Pininfarina Battista is produced in Italy and features 4 electric motors that provide 1,649 pound-per-foot of torque and 1,900 horsepower. It can accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in less than 2 seconds. The electric vehicle boasts a peak speed of 218 miles per hour and has a range of 311 miles before requiring recharging thanks to its 120 kilowatt per hour battery pack. Although several parts of its electric powertrain are comparable to the Nevera, the cars have many more variances than commonalities. The Battista, like the Nevera, will be limited to only 150 units, but Pininfarina has stated that it wants to produce 3 further electric car lines in the coming years. The Pininfarina Battista is worth $2.6 million. Finally, at number 1, we have the Aspark Owl, $3.6 million. The Aspark Owl, an expensive electric vehicle designed by Japanese engineers, is in a class of its own. Its 4 electric motors provide 1,480 kilowatts of power and 1,475 pound-per-foot of torque, equating to 1,985 horsepower, allowing it to accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in under 1.69 seconds. It can reach 249 miles per hour and has a range of 280 miles thanks to its 64 kilowatt-hour lithium-ion battery. On the dashboard, there are 4 screens, 2 of which are screens for the rear-facing cameras built into the side mirrors. Only 50 Owls will be produced by Aspark, with 20 going to Europe, 20 going to Asia, and the remaining 10 going to the United States. This magnificent dream electric car will cost a hefty price of $3.6 million. And that's a wrap for today. Would you ever buy an electric vehicle? And do you think the cars on our list are worth their hefty price tag? Share your thoughts in the comments down below. If you enjoyed the video, give us a big thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.